Hey guys, I'm Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be kind of showing you my physical TBR and like the books I haven't read yet is basically it. Not that I'm going to read all these books right now, just these are all the books I've bought and haven't read. And I'm also going to be mentioning I'm going to be going on kind of a online book buying ban for at least 3 months. Wanted to explain that first, mainly because I bought a lot of books in the past few months or so, and I haven't gotten to them all, and it's kind of starting to stress me out, and I have limited space. So my main thing is I'm basically aiming to read at least half of this stack before I get any more, which will probably take me roughly up to 2 to 3 months. So that is my kind of thought process with this. Also, I slower at getting to these books because I get a lot of books from the library, so I intersperse those in between, plus I reread books, so it just piles up after a while. The only exception will be I am going to be pre-ordering a book this month that releases in January, so, and I have to, since I'm pre-ordering it for Amazon, I have to get a few other books to qualify for free shipping, the $25 thing or whatever. So that is my only thing, and even then I'm probably gonna just get like a couple Yona the Dawn that I've already read before anyway, so that doesn't matter. My only other condition for a book buying ban, this is only for online. So like say if I find a book I'm interested in or I've already read but no I want at say like a thrift store or something, I will still buy it because a book you can get for like $1 to $2 is not that bad. So, and I like saving money where I can, so that is not part of this. It's just mainly online shopping, which the books are more expensive that way and whatever. So my goal is to, you can probably kind of see the stack right here, read at least half of this, which is roughly 8 or 9 books. So yeah, with that I will just go ahead and show you what I have. 2 of them I know I'm going to be reading at least hopefully in December. This one I know it will be. It is Between Us by Michaela Bush. This is kind of this is like a Christian contemporary, and it is kind of set around Christmas, so I figured it would be a good Christmas read. This is the second book to the first one, which is Back to Me, by the same author, and yeah, this is the sequel and the final book in the duology, so yeah, really want to read this one. And the other one I'll probably potentially get to in December is the second edition of Shadow's Hand by Noelle Nichols. The author kindly sent me this physical copy to read and review. I've already read, and I haven't reviewed it as of filming this video yet, but I have already read and plan to review soon a prequel novelette that she sent me for this story. So this is an Asian-inspired fantasy, and yeah, very excited to get to this one. I read a first edition, like the first, yeah, when she first published it last year or the year before or something, but she has since updated it, so yeah, very excited to get to that one. Okay, so, sorry, I'm next to my closet, so there's not a lot of space here. Okay, the rest of these I don't really know much about. I'm just gonna kind of tell you the genre and what they are. Most of these I think most of these I've shown in various book hauls, so yes, there might be some repetition here. I have the first 2 books in a Christian dystopian series, which is Those with Ears and Let Them Hear by Makenzie Gray. This is the books 1 and 2 in the Midnight Hours series. Obviously I've not read it. Makenzie Gray is a pen name for Michaela Bush, so this is the same author, it's just different types of stories. Obviously, I don't really know that much. They're Christian dystopian. That's pretty much all I know. So, yeah, very excited to get to all these. I mean, I'm excited to get to all of these. And then I have books 2 and 3 of the Reckoners series by Brandon Sanderson. I have Steelheart and Calamity. Obviously, I don't have the second book. I just found Steelheart recently in a thrift store, and I found Calamity a few months beforehand. So, yeah, these are like superhero series. I really don't know that much about it. I know it's not one of his best series, but you know, I've never read anything by this author, so I just want to try it, and I like the shiny kind of metallic covers on these. So there's those 2. And this is another one that I got when I got Steelheart. I got The Outsiders by Essie Hinton. I honestly don't know much about this. I think it has something to do with gangs. I'm not really sure. I just know one of my friends really likes this book, so I wanted to give it a try. And I know it's kind of like a young adult classic, so I wanted to give it a try. I really don't know that much about it, so there's that. This one I've had on here. This is probably one of the longest ones I've had on this TBR pile. That is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. This is like contemporary story set in Italy. I've read the second book in this very loose series, Love and Luck, and I really love that one. So, yeah, I'm not interested. There's like a third one called Love and Olives, but I'm not really interested in that one. Sounds kind of boring. I haven't heard very good things about it, so, but yeah, I still want to really try this one. Then I have, let's see, let's do that one later on. This is one of the first of several anthologies I have, is The Depths Will Go To. This is just selected by Alex Silvas, I'm not sure, but there's like multiple different authors in here. Like, here's just a list of all the different authors that are in here. This is it's a poetry and short story collection, I think. All stuff that has to do with the ocean in some way, shape, or form, because the cover's kind of like a jellyfish. I never noticed it before. It's very hard to tell what this cover is online. But yeah, it's like some jellyfish. But yeah. I don't know much about it. I know a couple of my friends have pieces in this. So yeah, we'll see. Anthologies are often like, you know, like hit or miss for most people, I think. Because you like some, you hate some, whatever. Then I have books 2 and 3 in the Mount Sterling series by Michaela Bush, Something New and Keeping Cassie. This is a Christian contemporary series. I've read the first book, Beautiful Chaos. Pretty sure I read that last year. Yeah, so I finally had the rest of the trilogy. Just haven't gotten to them, obviously. Haven't gotten to any of these. Another one that's been on here for this pile for a little bit is Hunted by Megan Spooner. This is a young adult Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's a fantasy. Honestly, that's all I know. It's a pretty cover. I really like it. I got this from my library. They were selling it. I guess someone gave it to them. So they were selling it, and yeah, bought it for like, I think it was $1. So yeah. But I have not tried it yet. I've heard she also wrote a book called Sherwood, which is kind of like a Robin Hood one, but I wasn't interested in that one, even though I love Robin Hood, because I know Robin Hood's like dead in that one. So like, that's annoying. Why would you do that and write a book about Robin Hood without Robin Hood? Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I have Hunted. This one my sister gave me for my birthday, and that is the Icarus Aftermath by Arielle and Bailey. This is like a combination of Greek mythology and Star Wars. So, which sounds really neat. But yeah, just haven't gotten to it yet. Sci-fi is rather hit or miss for me, so hopefully this is a hit. I've quite a few people or at least a couple of people whose opinions I trust said they really liked it. So I don't know, we'll see. But like I said, sci-fi is very hit or miss for me, so we'll see how it goes. Another anthology that one of the authors so kindly sent me is Ganbatte, The Ties That Bind Us. This is a anthology that kind of has stories written in like kind of like with an anime feel. So Noelle Nichols is one of the authors in here. She sent this copy to me when she sent me Shadow's Hand, and which was really nice of her because I didn't ask for it and she didn't offer it as a review or anything. Some of these they all have art at the beginning of them. Some of them the authors did, or some of them somebody else did. Let me see if I can find another one. Yeah, like there's just different artwork that goes with each story, and yeah, I'm very excited to get to this one because I've heard a lot of good things about it, and yeah, I'm also another one of my friends, she has a piece in here, so really excited to get to that one eventually. And then I have books 2 and 3 in the Mardan's Mark series. I have Mardan's Heir and Mardan's Anointed. Obviously, this is Christian fantasy. It does have a little bit of magic in it, but yeah. But yeah, just haven't gotten to them. I'll have to reread book 1 before I get to these because I read it only once, but I really liked it. I just don't remember a lot of it, so pick up details. I'll have to read that one before I read these 2. And for my last anthology is Tales from the Tower. This is a anthology of stories about retellings of Rapunzel, which is my favorite fairy tale. And yeah, I'm very excited about this one. I don't know how many stories are in it, but yeah, this one was published this year. So yeah, this is a fairly new one. I really like the cover on it, and it's very floppy. I don't know, that seems to be a thing that people do, flop their paperbacks. But yeah, very excited about that one. And these 2, okay, these I will probably get to fairly quickly. These other 2, I'm not sure, because they're both 3rd books in a series, and yeah, I'll just get to them. The first one is Through Chaos by Joshua A. Johnston. This is book 3 in the Chronicles of Sarko. This is a Enclave book, so this is Christian sci-fi. But I got this at a thrift store because, first of all, I've never seen an Enclave book there, so I was very curious, and the cover's very pretty. I also just wanted to keep trying sci-fi, even though it doesn't always work for me. I thought my library had the first book. They had the second book. I think they used to have the first book, so they probably lost it or something. So now I'm kind of at an impasse of what to do with it, unless I miraculously find the first book somewhere. Or like decide to buy the ebook or something. I'm not really sure, because yeah, it's Christian sci-fi. I'm not fully sure I'm gonna like it, but I'm afraid if I jump in from like book 2, I'm not gonna know what's going on. And yeah, I'm not really sure. So this one may sit on my pile for a while until I determine if I want to buy book 1 or not. So yeah, this one's probably gonna sit there a while unless I miraculously find the first book, or the library buys it again, or I just decide to buy it another way. I'm not sure about that one yet. And the last one, and the oldest book on this pile, this one's gonna take a while too, because I have to get through 2 other books that are the same size as this. That is Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson, which is 1,000+ pages. This is a chunker. This is a brick. This is the 3rd book in the Stormlight Archive series, which is an adult fantasy series. I have never read this series before. I found this at a local library's book sale. They were selling for $1, and I figured, why not? It's a giant hardcover book for $1. I mean, if I end up because this regularly is $35. I don't know, and it looks pretty cool. It has some cool, in the end pages, it has like character art, and then the inside of the dust jacket is like a map of the world, which is really cool. I've never seen something like that before, so that's really neat. So I figured, yeah, I would just go ahead and buy it in case I do like it, because then I pretty much have a hardcover that I got for $1. So when will I get to this? I am planning on trying to try the first book in the series, The Way of Kings, next year. So I will hopefully get to this one next year, but it depends on how long it takes me to read the first 2, considering this is book 3. So this one will probably sit on my pile for a little while. Probably not as long as Through Chaos. This one's probably going to sit on there for a while until I determine what I'm going to do about either buying book 1 or finding it somewhere or whatever. But yeah, that is my TBR stack. It's quite big. Let me see if I can stack it up in a full show in the picture here. It probably won't from this angle, but you never know. But yeah, that is a lot of books, so I do definitely want to try to read. It doesn't show up. If I tilt the camera down, it does. There it is. But yeah, I definitely want to try to read at least half of these. Like I said, 2 of them, where's Shadow's hand? There it is. These 2 I will probably be reading in December, so that's 2 of them off. But yeah, literally I have to read at least half of this stack before I can buy any more online. This, of course, is, barring any new ones that I happen to find at the thrift store, but even then I don't really find that many. at a thrift store that I haven't read before. Most of the ones I tend to buy tend to be books that I've already read. Aside from, like, say, Brandon Sanderson, like Steelheart and Calamity. I haven't read those two, but there's occasional ones, but we shall see. Yeah, so that is my kind of book buying ban plan for, like, 3 months, because I'm waiting until at least March, which, it should work, because, yeah, that should just work. I don't, aside from the pre-order that I'm going to be doing, that happens in January. Otherwise, I would wait to pre-order that book too, but I've already waited long enough, and I just wanted to wait till December to do it. So that's the only one, and whatever books I have to get to rack it up to $25, because I'm not paying for shipping. That's just ridiculous. I'll just get a couple books I've already read before and call it good. So yeah, that is my book buying ban plan and my physical TBR. So let me know down below in the comments if you guys have ever had a book buying ban, or have ever put one on yourself, or just if you've ever had too many books to read at one time. This is the first time that I've had way too many books that I own to read at one time. I did one other time, but then I got to a point where, you know, due to the way of the world the last 2 years, I couldn't go to the library, so then I kind of picked them off. But that was the only other time. Otherwise, this is probably the biggest stack of books I own that I have not read that I've ever had. So I'm pretty good about keeping up with it. But yeah, let me know, talk about bookish things, whatever, down below in the comments. And if you've know of any books that, or think I should prioritize any of these books first, I'd like to know if you want me to, you know, prioritize some of these over others. Obviously, Through Chaos and Oathbringer will not be, because just due to they're the third book in a series. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.